Hello there, it's Scott again. I'm back to make another video. I don't know what I'm going to call this video, but there are various things I want to talk about. So, you know, it's the 5th of September, okay? And, so it's 18 minutes past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Just after lunchtime, I suppose. Wearing my nice Omega watch. Yeah. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Okay, so I wanted to talk about some stuff, okay? I've been posting some videos on social media. They're important videos. So, and it's, you know, it's funny, it's interesting as well. Some of it. My last video, I explained, you know, I need help. I'm God, and I explained the situation. I'm the serpent on the pole. If you don't know what that means, read the story about Moses putting the brass or bronze serpent on a pole for the Israelites to look at. Okay, you need to learn that story. Okay. If people want to, you know, that's the thing. I'm God. People have to pay attention to me. Okay. So, what did I do? I posted after that video. You know, I said I need help. Okay. You know, I need justice. I need love in my life. I need help. Okay. I need to feel better. I need to become stronger. You know, I am the most powerful force that exists. But the thing is there's a war in heaven. Okay, there's a battle of magic, witchcraft, and you know, a lot of the magic that's happening is sex magic. Okay, so I need help. Okay, I need help to become even stronger. You know, I have to, because I have to accomplish certain things to battle. You know, it's a magic battle. Okay, and there's a lot of stuff I can do, but without people, there's certain things I'm going to struggle with. Okay, there's certain, you know, there's certain magic I'm unable to do right now. Okay, I'm kind of you know, it's important. Well, you know, it's how, you know, and that's, you know, justice and what's fair and what's right. Okay, you know, people are supposed to love me and help me. You know, like I've done what I've done for people. You know, there are a lot of people who don't even believe in God, and you know, here's a chance for them to help me. You know, they can realize how they can see how badly they've fallen. You know, and you know, if they want, you know, that's the thing. I'm God. I'm here. So, you know, I'm basically, you know, I'm not just going, you know, that's the thing. There are people who are spiritually dead, and you know, this is a chance for them as well. You know, if they recognize who I am and they realize, oh wow, God exists, He's here. Like, oh, and I can do this thing. I can listen to Him and survive. You know, and I've got to love Him and help Him. You know, well, there's you know, it's an opportunity, isn't it? It's things are going a little bit differently this time. Okay, so you know, people will either accept me or they won't. Okay, is what I'm saying. Okay, how it goes, well, we'll see. We'll see. So I posted some videos to social media. If you don't know already, my name is Grant Salvin. If you look on my YouTube page, you know, there should be, you know, if you click on the about, you know, you'll see on my channel page, you know, it's got my name there. It's got my, it should point to my social media, Facebook and X, Grant Salvin. I post a lot of stuff there. So I posted some videos, okay? So, I posted that video, and I explained in my last video, I said, I use the art that's out there, and I can make my own art out of existing art. And that's the thing, because I'm God, all art in the world resembles me in some way, okay? It all does, in some manner, okay? Or some aspect of my life or existence. Because the thing is that I'm light, I'm truth, I'm the source of all power. I am the most powerful manifester. So everyone is attracted to that, whether they're good or evil. And so art, what it is, people take bits of my story, they're trying to take some of my light, and they try to put it into that art, and then they try to mix it with other ideas as well. Different, they'll do different names, but there's generally, but my light can be, my light isn't, that's the thing, because they want to create a type of art, whether it's music or video or literature, and so my light is in that piece of art, and so for the person who made it, it becomes like a magic weapon sort of thing, okay? Well, it contains some of my light. That's the thing, okay? I mean, this is the reason why the Bible is so powerful, because it's got so much light there. There's so much light that it's very powerful, okay? Well, you should know the story, okay? I'm God, okay? The Bible is about, Adam and Eve, it started off with, I'm God, and there's Adam and Eve, and, and then, the Hebrews and the Israelites, and so on, and the Christians, okay? So you get the point. So what did I want to talk about? Well, I mentioned that Adam and Eve were white, okay? I explained that, and that's the thing, so Europe was full of white people, okay? And yeah, I posted a documentary, okay? It's an old documentary, and it explains how different groups of people, so you had the Israelites, they were, they went into Assyrian captivity, and this is the thing, there was migration happening, okay? Whether the documentary is 100% accurate or not, it could be, probably wouldn't, it's unlikely to be one, their claims are, they could be, well, that's the thing, don't expect everyone to get everything perfectly correct, but do you know what I mean? Like, you can see from the evidence from history, people migrated, several thousand years ago, 7 to 10,000 years ago, white people emerged from somewhere, okay? So, this is the thing, the Israelites were meant to be a blessing to the rest of the world, okay? So that's to everybody in every country in all the world, okay? So, so the Israelites, they would have moved west, to Europe, okay? So yeah, so that there were white people, well, like I said, there were Adam and Eve were white, there were lots of there would have been descendants of, yeah, you get it, okay? So and that's the thing, the Israelites would have spread their blessings, that they would have been a blessing to wherever they went, okay? So, and that's the thing, you can see in this world who has been blessed more than others. Okay, so where was I going with this? Oh yeah, okay. So I told you about art. I told you about, and that's the thing, you know, you think about, well, okay. So when I was 16 years old, I had just left boarding school. Okay, I went to a boarding school called Charterhouse. I left there. Um, I had been, yeah, well, I left that school. I went to school called, well, yeah, I went to a college in Brighton, in England, a college called Bellerby's. When I started there, I started going clubbing. I was 16 years old. I met a woman when I was clubbing, you know, so I'm, you know, out at night, drunk, you know, probably taking drugs as well, because that's what I did back then. I met a woman called Europa. It's an interesting name, Europa. So she told me she was a Polish Jew, and she had just come from New York. You know, she told me things like, well, Europa. She said her parents named her Europa, saying, you know, it's a moon of Jupiter. Okay, so in Roman mythology, Jupiter is very like Zeus from Greek mythology. And there are lots of different stories, you know, there's a lot of different stories. So Europa means Europe, okay? And this is the thing, I was with a woman who was a Polish Jew. She was raised in Papua New Guinea. She's lived in England, she lived in New York. And I was seeing her, you know, she was staying with me pretty much on the weekends, every week, pretty much, for about 3 years, okay? When I was 16 and she was 32, okay? So she was double my age. Just, yeah, anyway. I was, yeah, my life was very troubling back then, okay? It was a very difficult life for me. I had problems at home. My mum was very angry, vicious. You know, she was very. I was being abused. Okay, I was in a very abusive situation. There were a lot of drugs involved, and you know, you know, when I met Europa, you know, I felt, you know, I felt happier and safer, you know, I suppose, to some degree, you know, because she's an adult. She was more of an adult than me, you know, she was older, she had more, you know, and, you know, I needed people to look out for me, you know what I mean? I was struggling in that age, you know. Anyway, Europa, she was a bit of a hoe, okay? She had, you know, she claimed she had ADD. You know, she was supposed to take Ritalin. She was supposed to take Ritalin, you know, medication for her ADD. Anyway, she was a bit of a hoe, okay? And so her name was Europa. So it's interesting, isn't it? Because Jupiter is a big gas giant planet. You know, it's known as the king planet. Okay, Jupiter and Zeus are both considered, you know, they're like king of the gods. You know, so you know, that's the thing. You know, there is only one God. It's me. Okay, Jupiter. So the moon. Well, that's the thing. You know, Europa. She can't. You know, that woman that I was with. Well, she was my moon. Do you know what I mean? You know what a moon is, you know? But, you know, so I was with her. I was with her, right? So, you know, in a sense. From that, in terms of magic, okay, look, I'm Jupiter, and she's Europa, my moon. Okay, I'm explaining how magic works. Okay, and why all these things happen. Okay, the other story was, about Zeus, right? And he transformed himself into a bull in order to he was trying to sweep when he was trying to get Europa. Okay, and there was the story of Zeus turns himself into a bull, and Europa gets on the bull's back, on his back, and he goes off with her. Okay, if you look at the headquarters for the European Union, they actually have a statue of that, some sort of art thing that they've done, some sort of sculpture, and it's a bull with Europa on the back of the bull. Okay, so that's actually my mom, who's dead now, right? My mom, she was her star sign was Taurus. Okay, and I have the opposite sign of her. Well, in astrology, so I'm Scorpio, and that tends, it's like opposite Taurus. I think it's something like that. That we're sort of we clash or something like that. There's a clash there, something like that. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so look, I'm explaining how art and stories and magic and the fact, this is the thing. I'm God. I'm the master. I am the most powerful manifester. Okay, I am the source of all power. I'm light. I'm truth. The whole point of so Christianity. That's I've asked people to follow me in a certain in a certain way. Okay, so so I can give blessings. They can be my children. I can bless them. They love me. I love them. The thing is that the rest of the world, they will do magic. That's the thing. If you're not aligned with me through Christianity, you don't have that kind of loving relationship with me, then you're being controlled. You're being influenced by foul spirits. And those foul spirits get you to say things and do things. So everything you say, everything you think, all the actions you're doing, amount to you're doing magic that you're drawing. So that's the thing. Everyone is drawn to my light and power. It's how you go about it. Okay, it's how are you doing it? Are you doing it the way I've asked you to do it, or are you doing it the wrong way? Okay, which is the vast majority of human beings. They worship, like musicians and movie stars, and they watch films, and they read stories, and that's the thing. Like I said, art, literature, all these things, they contain, they contain parts of my story, my light, my truth, and it's mixed with other ideas. So, yeah, and people, they're drawn to that stuff because magic and power, the fact that I'm the source of all power, everyone's attracted to it. But the fact is that there are a lot of people trying to steal it and trying to behave like, they're behaving as if, they want to be God. Okay, they're trying to be God. They're trying to be me. They want to, you know, the evil ones want to try to replace me. They don't want to acknowledge me. So, you know, I've explained a lot of this in previous videos. You know, I don't want to keep repeating myself. So, because, you know, I don't want to, yeah, that's, you know, okay. So, so what else did I want to mention? Oh yeah, so Europa, the woman that I was with when I was a young man, after we separated, after, you know, she went her way, I went my way, she got with another guy, and she had a baby. She had a boy called Cosmo. It's an interesting name, Cosmo. And then she had another boy, and she called him Hercules, which is interesting, right? Well, that's the thing, because what's it, Jupiter or Zeus? I can't remember which one. Is it Jupiter? So Jupiter had a son called Hercules. Okay, in Roman mythology, I suppose. If that makes sense. I mean, anyway, you know, you get the point, okay? I can't be bothered to, okay? It's very hard being me. It's very hard being me when, you know, people want to invent so many, you know, people are making all these stories, all this music, you know, they're saying all their words, putting out their news articles. There's all sorts of crazy, crazy stuff. I can't, you know, it's so much information. It's so much to, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so, the fact is, I'm God. There are no other gods. Okay, the fact is, you know, I said to the Israelites, it says, hasn't it been said, ye are gods? You know, what does that word mean? Okay, gods can either mean you belong to God, or gods can mean plural God. You know, it's the plural of God. Okay, it has an S on the end. Okay. Obviously, you know, my surname, well, my initials are GS. Okay. And, you know, I was called, you know, that's the thing. People called me Elohim, which means gods. You know, it all has to do with magic. Okay. Because the world does what it does. Okay. You know, I'm the Word manifest. Okay, I'm the Word. Okay, to really understand, you know, like I'm explaining, you know, it all has to do with how magic works. Okay, people have very little understanding of these things, so I try to explain as best as I can. Okay, I've done a lot of videos. Okay. So what else can we... Oh, yeah. Well, I'll mention this quickly, actually. So I noticed an article about... It was saying Donald Trump, and he's talking about... he's talking about, you know, if he gets elected again, he's gonna try to uncover all the top secret information about UFOs. Well, you know, what does that sound like? You know, like I've explained what an O is, right? It's a circle, you know, and what does F mean? You know, UFO, unidentified flying objects in the sky. I mean, it's the thing. I am an alien, okay? I'm not of this world, okay? I'm God, okay? I made the universe, okay? I made everything, you know? And this is the thing, you know? People are very, you know, I smoke and people go around with clouded judgment, clouded thinking, you know? They can't see through the smoke, you know? People are, you know, they get foggy brains and all this kind of stuff, and you know, smoke and mirrors, magic is going on, and oh, bloomin' heck, it's hard work. This, it really is. What the heck was I talking about again? What have I done to myself? God, give me a second. Oh, I really need some. Yeah, I need a puff a bit. Bizarre. That was so bizarre. This is the thing. There's a magic war happening. You know, there's all sorts of crazy stuff happening. You know, it's strange how I can say things and things manifest. But anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about smoke, yeah, fog, and it was. Hang on a second. That's the thing, okay? I'm God, you know, in a sense. Well, that's the thing. I'm not of this world, okay? I was Jesus. I said that. I said, I am not of this world. I'm alien, you know. I made the universe. I made everything, okay? I made you, okay? I made everybody. I am alien. It's very interesting because when I was a little kid, you know, when I was, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, I remember watching, you know, that film, Aliens, you know, the second film in the Alien franchise. I used to watch that a lot when I was a little kid. Strangely. I used to watch the X-Files. You know, I was obsessed with the idea about aliens when I was a little kid. You know, I was very drawn to the idea. I was like, you know, I found the idea fascinating. I was like, what's this all about? You know, but that's the thing. I am the alien. And the thing is, you know, I come down here, I eat food, okay? So, you know, and obviously I ate in the past, you know, and so, you know, alien ate, you know, and that's the thing. People alienate me. They're like, no, we don't want to be around you. We don't want to be around you. They alienate me, okay? It's a magic war that's happening, okay? Because that's the thing. By alienating me, they're then, you know, they're trying to be in my energy. They're trying to be in my... By doing that to me, they gain some power. By doing that, okay, it's how it's a type of magic, and my energy trickles to them when they do stuff like that, okay, and this is why yeah, you know, this is the problem, okay. That's the thing. People who attack me with magic they're gaining power by doing it. Okay, I suffer and they gain power. You know, they're trying to steal my power, and it hurts me. Okay, and so, and that's the thing. You know, I have to explain to people that they have to stop, and people keep doing that. Well, it's leading to destruction. The world's getting destroyed. You know, I gave people a path they could follow. Okay, if they're on that path, they're blessed. You know, they're my children. I love them. You know, but other people who aren't doing that, it's, you know, there's a war happening, and the way that war ends is that they get destroyed. Okay, so I have to explain all this and tell you that, you know, this is a situation. If people want to survive, if people want to, you know, I'm here to be listened to. Okay, okay, I'm the serpent on the pole. Okay. You know, I mean, it's interesting. You know, I was thinking to myself, you know, I'm like, okay, well, you know, people could be thinking like, yeah, but didn't the serpent tempt Adam and Eve to eat the fruit and all that kind of stuff? Well, and you know, and God cast the serpent to the earth, you know, and said, on thy belly you shall go, and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, look, there's a serious power struggle. Okay, I mean, you've got people, you know, that's the thing. You know, and that's the thing. I was raised. You know, I was crucified. I was raised up like the serpent. Okay. You know, I mean, the serpent. I mean, if you look at Egyptian mythology, there's that god Apep, or that's the Egyptian name, and then there's the Greek name, which is Apophis. Okay. The Egyptians didn't worship Apophis, Apep. They didn't worship that. They saw it as a giant serpent that was a destroyer. Okay, and that's the thing I explained, that the light. So, and that's the thing. You know, Egyptian is, you know, is darkness. Okay. You know, they see when they think they're looking at light, they're actually looking at darkness. And they see darkness. They see light as darkness. They see everything the wrong way round. Okay, and that's what's really interesting, because I've been posting a lot of videos of, you know, black singers and rappers. Okay, and that's the thing. They have a certain type of there's a certain magic happening, because, you know, that's the thing. You know, people don't see me as, you know, they see me as, there's an inversion. Okay, people look at me the wrong. They're looking. You know, they see things the other way around. Okay, and that's why. Yeah. So, you know, hopefully you get the point. Okay, I'm pointing that out. So if you've been following along, you know, hopefully that'll make sense to you. And that's the thing. You know, I posted that song by The Weeknd. You know, it's Call Out My Name. Okay, you know, I quite like the song, really. It's you know, and you know, it took, you know, the way it talks, you know, he says, you know, we found each other in, you know, in a you know, and when times were rough, you know, I made sure I held you close to me. You know, and you know, I posted the video about the Israelites. Okay, you know, I had an everlasting covenant with the Israelites. You know, that I'd always be here for them. You know, but obviously, you know, if they forget me, well, you know, that's going to be a problem. So, you know, I put the Israelites on top, essentially. Okay, because well, that's the thing. They, you know, well, if you read the Old Testament, you know, well, there's the everlasting covenant. You know, they were God's chosen people. But if they turn away from me, you know, that was explained. You know, it was explained that bad things would happen. You know, your enemies will overtake you, and those kind of things. So forgetting me, and that's the thing. I mean, you read the Old Testament. I mean, it really is. And that's the thing I explained. You know, when I bless, so, you know, I bless people, and then, you know, people, you know, the Israelites, you know, I would bless them, and they'd be like, yeah, thanks for the blessing, and then they would just wander off, and it's like, well, where are you going? You know, that's the thing. You know, they want to go, they run away from me. And so, you know, this is the thing, like, why would I keep, how can I keep blessing those who keep running away from me? Do you know what I mean? It's, you know, it's not a good relationship. Okay, I explained it. So, yeah. So, I've done a lot of videos, so, you know, it's, you know, I don't want to keep repeating myself. It gets annoying. doesn't it? I listen to my own videos as well, so you know, I don't want to keep hearing me saying the same thing again and again either. It's annoying. Yeah, and I've repeated myself already. So, what else can I talk about? What else can I talk about? Oh, let me have a quick look at the news. See what's being said on the news. Or, well, I'll have a look at the Daily Mail. It's the only one I can ever be bothered to look at, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in particular I want to mention, really, in the news. So, okay. How interesting. So, I see here, you know Harvey Weinstein. You know, he was, it was claimed he was, sexually harassing women and things like that, doing things. Well, I'm not quite sure what the charges were. I can't really remember, but it says, it says CPS discontinues charges against Harvey Weinstein. How strange. How strange. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, you have a lot of people, a lot of evil people, a lot of evil people, they're Freemasons, and you have, rich people, they have a lot of power and influence, they've got a lot of money, they work together. There's a lot of evil there are a lot of evil things being done behind closed doors. The most evil things are being done behind closed doors, and there are secret societies doing evil magic to try to control the world. They want power. They work with evil spirits, demons. So yeah, that has to be stopped. I have to beat them. I have to stop them getting away with it. Okay? I can do that. I'm God. But the fact is, if people will not work with me, if people aren't prepared to work with me and help me and love me, then, well, yeah. I mean, if that happens, then the world's headed towards destruction, and that's all there is to it. So, I honestly don't think that's how it's going to go. I think, I think people will listen to me eventually, People, it takes time, okay? I have to keep doing what I'm doing. I have to make videos, I have to inform people, get people to listen to me, help. Yeah. So, and I'm asking you, the viewer, to do what you can, okay? So, I'm still a bit tired. I've switched to drinking G Fuel, which is sugar-free. It's a sugar-free energy drink. So I'm lacking sugar. Okay. Yeah. That's an interesting word, isn't it? Sugar. Yeah. Give us some sugar. Yeah, and that's the thing, I consume sugar, so much of it. I consume a lot of sugar usually. So, but I need to cut down on the sugar. I need to, I need to consume less sugar. And that's the thing, there's a magic thing happening there, That's the thing, because there's so much magic being done against me, the magic that's being done against me, it hides my unhappiness, it hides my loneliness, it hides my misery, That's the thing, when I'm misery and depressed and suffering, other people are walking away with that energy. They're like, no, I'm suffering. I'm the one who's miserable, not him. Not me. They will literally just take my, they're being fed my thoughts and emotions, and they're wandering off with it, and that becomes their light. They're trying to hold. They get that light. They get to be in the spotlight, while I get totally ignored. It's very frustrating. It's very difficult for me to have to watch it every single day, all the time. It's hard work. It's hard work being me. So, but this is the thing. As more people recognize who I am, as my, people follow me and listen to me, that's gonna change. That's gonna, I'm gonna feel better, and that's gonna, people are gonna see things they've never seen before. People are gonna be amazed. So, the world's gonna change. That lots of things will change. Okay. So it's exciting. It's exciting. Oh, excuse me a second. Oh, I'm tired. I need hang on a second. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll shuffle some cards. Okay. See if there's anything. Is there anything I want to talk about here? Is there anything I should mention? Any stories we can think of here? Whoa. Well, I dropped the Queen of Wands and the Hermit on the floor. Should I keep them? Should I put... Okay, so... Okay. You want me to keep these cards? Okay, so I'll keep these, okay, for the reading. So, a Queen of Wands and the Hermit. Okay. So, Queen of Wands, she's, witch. Or, she likes a lot of, she's very passionate, she likes fire, maybe she has a lot of sex. She's very outgoing, witchy, having a lot of sex. The Hermit is, it's withdrawing and thinking about, it's solitude, contemplating, perhaps connecting with spirit. So this is material attachment, accumulating money. It's hoarding, it's accumulating, holding on to possessions, possessive. Six of Swords. So this is, it's a person in a boat moving on, going somewhere else. It says here, better times ahead. It's moving on. It's moving on. It's getting in that boat and traveling to a different place. Okay. Four of Cups. So this is unhappiness. It says here, self-serving, disinterest, missed opportunities, bored, dissatisfaction, depression, unmotivated. Three of Swords. So this is deep emotional pain, grief, depression, heartbreak, misunderstanding, loss. And then there's a Knight of Coins. There's some sort of bringing of material. Perhaps it's money or dirt or something. It's earth. Okay, so it could be many things. It could be various things, but the element is earth. Okay, to think material. And then we go the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So this is this is a knight. They're bringing. It's got the swords, which is logic and communication. Okay. And we got Two of Coins. This is a juggler. Quite often this represents someone who is, sleeping with different people. It's balancing, it's multitasking perhaps. Yeah. It could have something to do with money or material possessions, earth. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Should I take them all? Or should I put them back? Okay, put them back. Yeah, 3 cards flew out there at the same time. Whoa. Okay, and there's Temperance. So this is an interesting card, Temperance. In the Rider-Waite deck, there's an angel who is Archangel Michael, okay? But in this deck, it's a woman with angel wings. It's a card about alchemy, magic, arts. But it's balance. It's also balance, peace, tranquility, harmony. Yeah. Okay. And then we got the Emperor. Okay. The Magician. Whoa. We have a Page of Cups. So this person, whoever they are, they're not really in touch with their emotions, probably. Okay, they're probably quite closed off emotionally. You know, yeah. King of Cups. Ah, how interesting. So the King of Cups there, okay. And then there's the Six of Cups. So, yeah, this is an interesting card. There's some children here. It says here, comforting connection. And this, you know, this card, Six of Cups, you know, a lot of people think of it as memories. Like childhood memories, innocence, shared moments, tenderness, comforting connection. Okay. And then there's the Ace of Swords. So this is a sort of someone who feels bound. It could be self-entrapment. You know, it's negative thoughts, doom and gloom, feeling stuck, perhaps. And then there's the Ace of Swords. So this is some sort of this is some sort of new thought, perhaps, or communication, probably. And then there's the Five of Swords. There's some sort of defeat, or maybe it's hostility or conflict. Whoa. Hang on a second. And then we got the Five of Wands. So this is chaos, arguing, opposition, misunderstandings, competition, personality clashes. So there's a lot of cards here. We've got the Seven of Wands. So this is, you know, it's someone making a stand for themselves. You know, they're being attacked by a lot of people. So, you know, it's making a stand. Someone who's making a stand. And then we've got the King of Wands. Okay? So I'll stop there for the moment because that's a lot of cards to get through. Okay? You know, what's this? Yeah, let's have a closer look at what this is saying. So we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, so there's the Queen of Wands. You know, she's a witchy. She's doing magic. You know, she might be. You know, she's got a lot of fire energy, a lot of passion, probably. Okay, there's the Hermit. So this is, you know, going within, or, you know, some would say, it's you know, it's you know, separating yourself from the crowd, thinking about life, you know, the meaning of things, what's going on in the world, you know, maybe connecting with spirit, perhaps. You know, but you know, this is so you know, with combined with this card, so this is someone who's holding onto their belongings. So, you know, Four of Coins it's all about holding on to possessions, okay? Material attachment, hoarder, accumulate, possessive, tightwad, okay? So we've got this, you know, this Queen of Wands, and she's, you know, she wants to be a hermit, and she wants to accumulate and hoard and hold on to things, okay? But then there's this moving on, this traveling, going to a different place. And this different place is Four of Cups. So it's self-serving disinterest, it's reluctance, it's unhappiness, it's unmotivated, okay? And then there's, you know, the Three of Swords. So then, you know, there's the heartbreak, deep emotional pain, you know? That's the thing, right? Think about it. Okay, let me just take a pause for a second, okay? So I talked about Europa, okay? I talked about the moon, Europa. So you can look, you know, people think that there's life on Europa. They're like, yeah, there could be life there. How interesting, huh? You know, and it's covered in ice, you know, it's sort of white and reddish, isn't it? So it's got this ice layer, and scientists believe that there is a lot of water, very, very deep waters underneath the ice. So there's that water, you know, water is connected with, you know, emotion, love, you know, but on top of it, there's that layer of ice, you know, it's cold, you know, there's this cold exterior. Yeah, Europa, Europe, you know, think white people, you know, has a white surface that is icy cold on the outside, but underneath there's very deep water. There is emotion there, it's just that it's hidden from view, you know. Think about that, isn't that fascinating? It is fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, I just thought I'd mention it, right? You know, and another thing, well, scientists, they wonder, you know, is it salt water? You know, and that's the thing, you know, my surname is Salvin. Salvin. You know, sal means salt in French. You know, this is why a lot of witches, they use salt in magic. You know, I watched a video, you know, there was someone was, I saw a video that, you know, people were saying, yeah, put salt in your shoes, it'll cure your health and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, that's the thing, you know, people are doing witchcraft with salt. You know, people have salt lamps. I bought a salt lamp. You know, it all has to do with magic, okay? Anyway, so there's this Four of Cups. There's this reluctance, unmotivated, depressed, deep emotional pain. And then there's the Knight of Coins, okay? So Knight of Coins. So there's Knight of Coins, and then there's Queen of Cups, and Knight of Swords, Two of Coins, Temperance, Magician, Page of Cups. So I'm not, this is looking quite complicated, okay? So there's that deep emotional pain, okay? Self-serving disinterest, okay? You know, that's the thing. The world, people of the world, they're confused, you know? They don't know what's going on. They're like, you know, they feel conflicted, you know, because all this crazy stuff's happening. And I'm here, I'm the truth, I'm God, I'm trying to tell you what's going on. So people are going through all these things, okay? So there's that, you know, there's that deep emotional pain. And then there's that Knight of Coins, okay? And then there's that Queen of Cups. So, you know, the Queen of Cups, you know, she's supposed to be a loving woman. You know, she has emotion. So Knight of Coins, okay, so that's that's a person riding a horse. They're traveling. They're moving forwards. It has something to do with the world, the earth, or money. Then there's this Queen of Cups, this woman, you know, she's considered as emotionally connected, okay? And then there's that Knight of Swords, which is, you know, it's talking, being talkative, you know, going and talking to it's Knight of Swords, okay, so you know, it could be to do with sex magic. It could be that, you know, Knight of Swords could be pointing at sex, maybe. Would you say it's that? It could be that, you know, that could be part of the story, yeah. Or that could be what it's saying. Okay, so that is what it's saying. Okay, so it's Knight of Sword. It's sex magic. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay, so there's that deep emotional pain, and then there's the Knight of Coins, Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords. So it seems like there's that deep emotional pain. Well, when that's the thing, people look at sleeping around, having sex as a solution, to their unhappiness, don't they? I suppose, don't they? A lot of people do, don't they? That's a mistake. Okay. So, the Two of Coins is juggling. So there's the Queen of the Knight of Coins, Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, Two of Coins. So that's sleeping around. Okay, that's juggling. And then there's the Temperance card. This is saying, patience. This can also be, to do with alchemy, which is a type of, magic. Okay, basically. I just think of it as magic for the most part. But this is the thing, right? I think this is normally this means, a lot of people think of it as moderation. So I would say probably this means, in this case, patience, okay? People need to, that's the thing. If you're going through, deep emotional pain, that's the thing. People are, you know, that's the thing. People need to stop sleeping around. You know, people are falling back. You know, they're falling back on their bad habits. You know, and doing bad things they shouldn't be doing, right? To make themselves feel better. Okay, so it's saying there, patience. Okay, so got the Emperor card. Okay, I'm God. Okay, I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. But there's an Emperor. Okay, so he is considered, well, it says here, divine masculine. You know, he's an authority figure of some kind. Okay, and then there's magician. Okay, magician. You know, he's doing magic, or he's manifesting. Okay. And then there's a Page of Cups. So this is someone who's not he's not, you know, he comes across as not being some, you know, a lot of guys who behave like this, you know what I mean? A lot of guys who, you know, they want to play the bad boy, you know, they don't want to be, you know, they don't want to be seen as a guy who's in touch with their emotions, really. They want to seem disconnected from that because they think that's cool. Okay, but you know, it could be talking about Page of Cups, a woman as well. You know, some people, they prefer dryness. Okay, you know, I was Jesus. I died on the cross so people could be forgiven. You know, people could go to heaven. People could, you know, could have eternal life. Okay, you know, that's water. Okay, that's giving water. Okay, you know, that would be, you know, so Jesus, you know, he would definitely be a King of Cups. You know, this guy. Okay, but you know, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. You know, I can't. You know, I can be dry, and I can be, you know, I can have. I can give a little water, and I can give a lot of water. Okay, it just depends what mood I'm in, I suppose. You know, but I am the King of Cups. Okay, so there's the King of Cups there, and then we've got a Six of Cups. You know, this is memories, comforting connection, tenderness, sweet things in life. Okay, something like that. And then there's, you know, there's this Eight of Swords. You know, it's a woman who's bound. That's what's normally depicted. You know, she's got a blind. She's got, you know, well, in this picture it's a bit different, but the normal picture in the Rider-Waite deck is, you know, a woman she's tied. You know, she's tied with rope. Okay. So, you know, there's some sort of entrapment or self-entrapment perhaps as well. And then there's the Ace of Swords. So this is some sort of idea, communication. And then there's this Five of Swords. It says not by the rules. You know, there's it's a hostility or conflict or defeat of some kind. There's the Five of Wands. That's, you know, chaos, competition, personality clashes. You know, this is someone who's making a stand, trying to stand up for themselves. Okay. And then there's this King of Wands. Okay. So what are these? I think the last 10 cards or so, I need to explain them a bit more. So, yeah, so there was that patience card, you know, like be patient, okay? And it's got the Emperor, the Magician, Page of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Cups, Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. So that, what I think, what this is saying, what I instantly recognize here is that, okay, so be patient, so it's saying here, the emperor, the authority figure, that's, well, there's a magician, okay? So that's the thing. There are a lot of guys who are magicians, okay? And they're Page of Cups. Okay, and here's this King of Cups, okay? Okay, I'm from, this is a memories card. So this is saying, I'm God. I'm Jesus, okay? I'm the King of Cups. I'm here. Be patient, okay? And, that's the thing. These cards have more than one meaning, okay? The Six of Cups depicts children, okay? The next card is saying Eight of Swords. It's someone who's bound, trapped, okay? And I've explained, there's a lot of, do you agree with that? Now, that's the thing. There are a lot of evil people in this world, okay? And who, there are children that need to be set free, okay? They're evil people. They have children and they need to be set free, okay? This is important, okay? There's an Ace of Swords here. This is communication. This is logic. Okay? Five of Swords. This is, conflict, defeat, hostility. It says not by the rules. And we got personality clashes. Five of Wands, okay? This is, chaos, and this is competition, okay? So, what this is saying is that there's some really bad stuff happening in the world. I've explained that I'm the solution, and you have to work with me, okay? You have to love me, okay? You need to help me, okay? So we can get these problems resolved, It'll be a, we can fix the problems that need to be fixed, okay? But people have to help me get to there, people need to help me so I can help them, okay? That's putting it simply, okay? It says here, Seven of Wands. So this is someone making a stand for themselves, okay? It depicts, I'll show you that card, okay? I'll show you that card because it will make it nice and easy for you to get it, to understand what I'm saying. Where is it? Come on. Where is it? Oh, I might show you that one as well. It's a lot of cards. Ah, here it is. Okay. So the Seven of Wands in the tarot, in the Rider-Waite tarot deck. This is the most commonly used deck. Okay. This is a guy. Okay. He's trying to defend himself. He's trying to make a stand for himself. Okay. And there's all you see these other wands, these staffs. They're being used. That these are people trying to attack him. Okay, and he's making a stand for himself. Okay, and then, you know, after the 7 of Wands, there's the King of Wands. So, you know, this is the thing. I'm trying to, you know, I'm God. I have to make a stand. I have to, you know, I've said what I've said, okay? The 8 of Swords card in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, you see, you know, she's tied. She's bound, okay? This is the card that came after the 6 of Cups, you know, which depicts, it's the only card in the tarot deck that depicts children, okay? When I realized that, I was, yeah, the day I realized that, I was like, whoa, yeah. And then I kept noticing that card kept coming out. I began to realize what that card was trying to tell me, because it's the only card in the entire tarot deck that depicts children. I'll show it to you in the Rider-Waite deck. Yeah, go on then, just so you know what I'm talking about. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to show you all the cards, but, you know, I'll show you. I mean, all the other cards, it's all adults, okay? So this is the 6 of Cups, okay? You can see that there's a small boy and a small girl, okay? And the boy is giving the girl a cup with what looks like a flower in the cup, okay? You know, this has to do with memories, like childhood memories, you know, tender moments, innocence. So, you know, I've explained to you, okay? So, this is the thing, you know. Maybe I should say something here, because I want to roll a cigarette as well. Oh, I've already got one. Okay, good. You know, you might wonder, you might say, well, if you're, you know, well, I'm God, okay? Why would I have allowed the world to be the way it is? Well, that's the thing, you know, people have been given a certain amount of power, okay? I've lived here for 36 years, okay? You know, I gave, you know, I had an everlasting covenant with Israel. Israel were blessed people, okay? Christians are blessed, and the evil world knows that, okay? They know that. So the world is constantly trying to deceive, it's trying to hide the truth, it's trying to do evil magic and get away with evil things, and, you know, tries to do things where people can't see them happening. Yeah. So this is the thing. I mean, this is why, you know, if you look at all the I mean, that's the thing. Think about it. So, you know, white people were blessed. You know, they spread their blessings around the world. You know, they spread the gospel. You know, they spread things like education and healthcare and you know, things like, yeah, I suppose you could say democracy, perhaps, or you know that those, you know, law, those sorts of things. Okay, you know, inventions and so there has been a spreading of blessings, but as you can see, Europe, you know, countries that are white countries, you know what I mean by that, are, you know, that's the thing, that's, you know, the world doesn't want, you know, the world is trying to change that, okay? And I said to the, you know, I said to the Israelites, I said, well, you know, if you forget about me, then, you know, your enemies will overtake you. They they will come after you. And the book of Revelation, it talks about there being a flood of peoples and nations and tongues. Okay, there'll be a flood, and that's what it is. Okay, it's a flood of migration. So yeah, so I have to, so I've explained it. Okay, people have to accept they are responsible for doing wrong things, doing bad things. People turn away from me. Like people turn away from me, and then bad things happen, and then they wonder why bad things happen, and then they want to blame me for it. They seem to think that I should just continue to bless them forever and ever and ever at my own expense, without ever getting any kind of love from them. It's a bad relationship. If you were in a relationship that was like that, it was totally one way, you wouldn't want to be in that relationship either. Okay, people think, that's the thing. I am, I have feelings as well. Okay, I might be, I'm God. I have feelings. Okay, you can break. My heart can break as well. You know what I mean? I suffer and I have pain. Okay, and people have to understand that's the case. People tend to forget that very easily. They seem to think that, because I'm God, that, I shouldn't have anything to feel unhappy about. That life is, like, why should I have any kind of problem at all? I'm good. But, that's the thing. I'm in the situation I'm in, okay? I've explained it to you as best as I can. People need to, to do as I've asked. Okay? And then, and that's the thing, a lot of bad stuff has happened because of all the witchcraft that's going on. If people don't love me, you're on the side of foul spirits. Okay, you're being manipulated by foul spirits and you do evil things. And that leads to destruction. It leads to very horrible, evil stuff happening. Okay, and I want to prevent that. Okay, I don't want that. I want things to go. I want people to get away from that. I want people to be with me. Okay. But people have to. Well, they've got to try. They've got to try. People need to try to love me. Okay. People need to listen to me. So, let's do one more reading, okay? I'll try not to make this video longer than 2 hours because, yeah, that's got a lot, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to pause this video for 1 second. Well, no, for a minute. Another thing I could mention is, well, think about it. So, King Charles III, okay? He shares the same birth date as me, the 14th of November. My dad, my biological dad, his name is Charles, okay? Charlie. I don't know him, okay? I've met him, but I've spent very little time with him. Let's put it that way, okay? I'm not in contact with him. I don't even know if he's still alive. So, I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is. You know, it's interesting though, isn't it? So Charles was the Prince of Wales. And obviously now it's William, Prince of Wales. And then there's the Princess of Wales. So you have to understand that the royal family, okay, they're Queen Elizabeth II, okay, they are part of this. They work with the secret societies, okay. Okay, they're evil. Okay, they do evil things. What does it mean to wail? You know, someone who's wailing is crying out, okay? You know, they're unhappy, okay? So, you know, the reason, you know, there's a magic thing happening there. They have those titles, okay? And so they absorb a certain type of energy, a certain type of power, okay? Okay, so hopefully you get the idea. Okay, so I want to do another reading, one more reading, okay? Anything else we want to talk about? Okay, so we've got the Empress. Justice. Should I keep these cards? No? Put them back? Keep them? I'll keep them. I'll keep them. Alright, so we've got 7 of Wands and 5 of Wands. Empress. Justice. 7 of Wands. 5 of Wands. Okay. I need more cards to understand that a bit better. Ooh, it's taking a while. Hold on. Okay. 9 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Okay. Page of Wands. 5 of Swords. And then there's the Knight of Swords. Death. Okay, let me have a look at those first, okay? So on the bottom of the deck, okay, which is interesting because this is the Four of Coins. This is talking about hoarding and possession. So, you know, it could be possessing money, belongings. It could also be people in some cases, okay? Holding on to people, which I think it might be talking about here, perhaps. Okay, so there's the Empress, okay? She's she's usually married to a man. She's usually with a man who has, this is an authority type, she's considered perhaps a female authority figure of some kind, perhaps. So there's the Justice card. This is, it's fairly self-explanatory, that one. I would say Empress, Justice, Seven of Wands. So that's making a stand of some kind, okay? Making a stand. And then there's the Five of Wands. So that's personality clashes. That's battling, okay? It's magic battling. It's competition, chaos, arguing. And then there's the Nine of Swords, which is unhappiness. It's dark thoughts, feeling disturbed, feeling unhappy, okay? And then there's the Eight of Swords. So, this could be someone who's bound with, maybe they're trapped, or maybe they're tied with rope. It could be talking about BDSM, because a lot of people are doing that, aren't they? And why do people do that, do you wonder? Think about that. Why are certain people interested in that kind of thing these days? There's a magic thing happening when they do that. Okay. So there's a Page of Wands card. So, this could be describing someone who is maybe doing, maybe they have weak magic, maybe, or, it could be describing young people. Okay, so maybe it's talking about the people who are trapped. It's talking about young people, okay? They tend to be, described as Page of Wands, Page of Swords. They don't tend to know very much. They're young, they're inexperienced. So, yeah, that's what's being suggested to me, okay? So, young people. And then there's this Five of Swords, which is like, it's conflict, hostility, defeat, okay? And this is Knight of Swords. This generally means bringing of communication and ideas. It can also be a sex magic thing, because there's the riding of a horse, and the swords. Well, the swords, the thing about swords is they can inflict damage, okay? They hurt, okay? And there's the Death card, okay? The Death card. So what exactly is this saying? So the Empress, Justice, Seven of Wands. So that's a person making a stand. Okay. So the Empress, you know, maybe this is talking about someone like, oh, I don't know. Well, it's talking about a woman, okay? You know, she tends to represent, it says, well, it says divine feminine, motherhood, fertility, fertility, she sort of looked at sort of, I suppose, wife material, wife, you know what I'm saying? Wife, she's a woman, okay, she's a woman, okay? Who's it talking about? Well, I don't know. Justice. So this is talking about fairness and balance, okay? And Seven of Wands is a person who's making a stand for themselves, okay? This is saying there's Five of Wands. There's competition. There's competition. Personality clashes, okay? I have to deal with, well, that's my problem. Everyone wants to clash with me. The world is constantly fighting me. I'm always in battle with people. It makes my life very difficult. And then there's the Nine of Swords. So someone is unhappy. So maybe this is what this is saying, is that, well, this is the thing, I need love in my life, okay? I need love in my life, okay? I need justice, I need what's fair, okay? And, women need to stand up. They need to make a stand, okay? They need to help me, okay? They need to understand that there's a magic battle going on, okay? There's witchcraft. There's competition. The world is trying to, there's a lot of people. The world is competing with me. It wants to have my power. It wants to be God. It wants to. That's what the magic war is about. Okay. And because there is, so that, this is picturing a woman who's unhappy. Okay. There's someone on a bed, unhappy. Okay. There's this Eight of Swords. This is someone who's bound. Okay. Page of Wands. This suggests it's a young person or young people. Okay. And this is talking about Five of Swords. There's hostility, conflict, defeat. Okay. Knight of Swords. So this is bringing, information. Okay. Or this is sex magic. Okay. Evil sex magic. Death. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. I mean, if people, well, this is the thing. Freemasons are doing very evil things with young people. Okay. And so what happens to those young people after they've been used for whatever they've been used for? Okay. What do you think is going to happen to them? If they were wandering around in public, well, probably people would have heard about it by now. Do you understand? So, like I said in my previous videos, I don't know exactly what's happening. All I know, what I can tell you is that there are very evil things that are happening, okay? And, people have heard about different scandals, and, you can see how there are certain patterns, okay? Stories about celebrities and, listen to, what happened to Jill Dando, and there was, she was investigating the BBC, and, you know, you hear what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing, these cards are designed to help. Well, these cards are designed they have an evil purpose of, it's sex magic practitioners are hiding what they're doing, and they're doing those things to empower themselves, to make themselves, to get to acquire more magical powers. They want more of my power. Okay, I have to stop them doing that, and that's why I need people to love me. Okay, so I can defeat them at the game they're playing. Okay, so I'll get some more cards here for some clarification. Okay, see what else this suggests. Okay, so here we go. King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords. The Star. Okay, are you hearing me? Okay, this is the man of truth. Okay, the Star. Okay, so the Star, this is, like I said, these cards are designed to steal my power. You think, how many people in this world are called a star? Okay, and it says, it's considered, it's a spiritual card. This is faith, this is spirituality. Okay, but look at anyone who calls themselves a star. What the heck do they have to do with spirituality and faith? Nothing. It's power stealing through magic. Because they take all these ideas and art and symbols and ideas, and they blend them all together into a thing. Okay, and then they give it a name. They assign words to it, and and star signs and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so these two cards, they came out at the same time. Okay, King of Swords and the Star. So if that's not telling you that I'm telling you the truth, then, well, what more do you want me to say? Okay, would you agree with that? Okay, I have spirits with me. Okay, they can push me around, they can poke me and prod me. So I can say is that I ask for confirmation, to make sure I'm to get a bit of help. Okay, just in case, So I'm explaining it to you. I've told you what this is. Okay. I mean, look, if you really want to see how evil, if you search, there's a name, okay? It's Marina Abramovich, okay? Now, what's interesting, I noticed on Sky News, they would have an advert for one of their channels, which was called Sky Art or Sky Arts, I believe, and they were doing a thing about Marina Abramovich. Now, why would they want someone as weird as her doing art for their Sky, for TV? Why would they want anything to do with her? Okay, she's done stuff with Jay-Z. She's done some really, she's known by a lot of celebrities. She's well known. Go look at the art she does. Look how creepy and ugly and vile it is. There's that one where she scrubs the cow bones. Okay, she sits on a mountain of cow bones that she scrubbed with brushes. Okay, and what does that mean? Well, quite often women get called cow or cows. Okay, and bones, well, sex, okay? And then, you know, obviously, you know, it has blood, you know, it's the blood, okay? And so what she's doing is she's doing a type of magic. So when she's getting rid of that blood out of the bones, you know, she's trying to clean the blood away from the bones. And then she sits on top of a pile of these bones. And then, you know, listen to all the other weird magic she's doing. It's evil, okay? It is evil. Okay? She's trying to absorb certain energy, okay? So, the video has been quite long. Shall I leave it there? Or shall I keep going? You want me to do another reading? Okay. Do you want me to keep pulling more cards? Okay, I'll pull some more cards here, okay? So, after King of Swords, after the King of Swords, and then there's the Star, okay? Get some more cards. Okay, let's see what comes out then. Well, yeah, come on, we'll see where it goes. What else do we want to know? Okay. There's the Seven of Swords. So this is a thief, okay? This is a thief, okay? This guy, he's stealing swords, okay? It says here, not what it seems, cowardly, false pretenses, carrying things away, sneaky, betrayal, getting away, self-interest, strategic, cheating, lying, mask. Well, I explained to you the Star card, okay? And how there are a lot of people called stars or superstars, okay? Rihanna is an example, okay? But, you know, this card represents, you know, lots of different ideas, okay? And two of the main ideas is, you know, has to do with faith, spirituality, healing. You know, what has Rihanna got to do with faith or spirituality? Nothing. You know, that's the thing. She will claim that she loves God, but that's a complete lie. See, all she's trying to do is pretend that she loves God while she gets away with doing evil stuff, okay? She's trying to fool people, and people are stupid enough to actually believe it, strangely enough, okay? And then we got the Seven of Swords. So this is the sneaky thief, okay? The deceiver, okay? And then we have Seven of Cups. So this has to, you know, this could be talking about sexual fantasy. It can be many possibilities. Confusion. Illusion. Okay, and what's the next card? We've got Two of Swords. So this is a woman, she's got a blindfold on. You know, this is described as a stalemate. You know, this is a person who is, you know, their eyes are covered. You know, this is, yeah, it's an obstacle type of card. It's a stalemate of some kind. This looks a bit complicated. the Hierophant. Okay, so this is considered the religious authority, the high priest. Yeah, this is the strange thing, you know. So it's a sign, the symbol, you can see it's Taurus. You know, Taurus is the bull. You know, that's the thing. These cards, you know, they were designed with evil intentions. Okay, they mix. That's the thing. You know, what did God say to the Israelites? You know, remember when Moses, he went down to the Israelites and they had the golden calf. Yeah, you know, when God was giving Moses the 10 Commandments. Yeah, when I gave Moses the 10 Commandments. You know, well, look, the Hierophant. You know, he's supposed to be the high priest, the religious. You know, this is the religious authority type of card. Okay, this is religious card. Okay, you can have different meanings. So let me have another look at this. Okay, so after the death card, you know, I told you what the death was, right? What it, and then the King of Swords came out. Okay. The Star. Okay. So King of Swords. I can, you know, that's me. Okay. Truth. I'm telling truth. The Star. Well, this represents lots of different things. You know, I'm God. I'm the light of the world. Okay. Faith, spirituality, healing. Okay. But Star, like I said, it has, you know, I explained what magic is. You know, they put all these confusing ideas in, you know, there's evil magic happening. Okay. You know, here's the 7 of Swords. Okay. So this is a deceiver. This is a sneaky thief person. Well, you know, it did say, you know, I did say I will come to you like a thief in the night. Okay. So, and you know, that's what I've explained in previous videos. You know, the world is living in darkness as if it is nighttime all the time. So even during the daytime, it's nighttime. Okay? Basically, because that's the thing. The world is living in darkness. Anyway, King of Swords, the Star, 7 of Swords. Okay. So, you know, this is about healing. The Star is about healing, spirituality, faith. And then there's the 7 of Swords. So, yeah, this gets complicated. Yeah, I could explain this in a lot of different ways. But the 7 of Swords, like I said, you know, I'm like, well, that's the thing. I'll come to you like a thief in the night. So, what does that sound like? You know, what does that make you think? You know, like I've explained what the situation is. You know, people have to love me, okay? I'm God. I will do, you know, what will happen, will happen. You know, I'm the authority figure. I'm in charge. I say what, you know, I get to say. I get to put, you know, there's no one above me, okay? No one can tell me what to do. Okay, I mean, people could tell me what, they could try to tell me what to do. Yeah, people love to do that. But that doesn't mean they're in charge of me. Okay, I'm God. So, you know, if I have to, well, that's the thing, you know, like I said, well, I did actually say, I will come to you like a thief in the night. So keep that in mind, okay? 7 of Cups. So this has to do with lots of different options. this has to do with lots of different options. So Seven of Cups, could be, it could be talking about oh, okay. Yeah, so after this, so the King of Swords, and then there's the Star. So I could read this way as well, right? It could be saying that, maybe you think I'm just trying to, maybe you're wondering, hey, maybe this guy's just nuts and he just wants to get laid. Maybe that's what you think, okay? And maybe there's, Seven of Cups. This is talking about confusion. It's choices. It's confusion. I'll show you the other card, okay? So, Seven of Cups. Where is it? I mean, what it is, it's a card with, it's a man, he's looking at there's 7 cups, and he's looking at them, and all the cups, they all contain different objects. And he's looking at them, and he's like, well, it's like he's looking for a cup to choose. So so it's considered, many choices, confusion. It also represents sexual fantasy as well. Here's the card, okay? So, it's a guy, he's looking at all those cups, okay? He's probably thinking about which one does he want to choose. It's confusion. I think it also gets confused. I think one of the key words that's used with it is daydreaming. Thinking about lots of different things, and it gets sexual fantasy. I know it connects with sexual fantasy. Okay. Okay. So what's this really saying? So King of Swords, the Star, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords, the Hierophant. Yeah, this is quite confusing looking, but I'll try to explain this in a couple of different ways, I suppose. So, I need to heal. I'm the King of Swords. I'm trying to tell you the truth. I need heal, okay? I'm God. I'm the source of all power. I'm the light of the world, okay? Okay, so there's some sort of deception. There's the 7 of Swords. This is a thief, or, a sneaky thief, okay? Is that talking about, the way I'm supposed to go about things, or what I'm doing? Or is it talking about, people who call themselves stars? Okay, it's been suggested to me that, this is, so I'm King of Swords, the Star applies to me, okay? But the way the tarot works, because we've got the King of Swords and we've got the Star. So, this, it can mean any of these ideas, okay? So, healing, faith, spirituality, I'm the light of the world. And then we've got the 7 of Swords, okay? So this is talking about sneaky, self-interest, not what it seems, okay? So, this is the thing about tarot cards. You have to know where, it's telling you multiple stories, okay? You have to figure out where it start, where you have to think, I have to think and understand, okay, where does, it's talking about one person, and when does it start talking about another person, okay? So, but like, I'm Jesus, I said, I'll come to you like a thief in the night. So, keep that one in mind, of course. But the star, okay, there's a deception, a deceiver, a thief, someone who's sneaky, okay? 7 of Cups. So like I said, this is, it says confusion, okay? There's a confusion, many possibilities, sexual fantasy, okay? And then there's the 2 of Swords. This is an obstacle card, so stalemate. Okay, this is a woman wearing a blindfold. And this is the thing, the people who are, celebrities, most of them are Freemasons. They're evil, okay? And I'm not just talking about, people who want to be the star. There's so many people who want to be a star. They want to be a star. Why are they doing that? The thing is that they should be putting me first rather than trying to be the star themselves. Okay? They need to elevate me, stop trying to elevate themselves. Okay? How people go about and do things, that's the thing. People need to be very careful what they're doing. Okay? So the star, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords. So this is the thing, what the Freemasons are doing, okay? They're, kidnapping, what they're doing evil, okay? They're deceivers, okay? And what they're doing, they're acting out, they're doing evil things, they're following they're sleeping around, they're doing sexual fantasy stuff, it's a lot of they want their sex dungeons and stuff like that, okay? 2 of Swords, okay? And they're doing, that's the thing, is sex magic. What they're doing is they're doing sex magic. And it's creating obstacles, okay? And this is the religious, this is considered the most religious card in the deck, okay? It's supposed to be a high priest. So this is talking about religious traditions, okay? And that's the other thing I should probably explain, okay? Because 2 of Swords, okay? So, when someone does a number 2, it comes out of a certain place, yeah? So that's the thing. The Anus is connected with that number 2, okay? And Swords, they damage, they cause pain, like it cuts, okay? And the thing about the religious authority card, okay, the Hierophant, it's tor us, tor, okay? You know what tor, something is torn, okay? Taurus is the bull, okay? Now isn't it interesting, people say bullseye, they say it's right here, don't they? And then people talk about the 3rd eye as well, the pineal gland, the 3rd eye, okay? It's there's a lot of magic, okay? And that's the thing, the all-seeing eye, like I said, it refers to the Anus, okay? That's the witchcraft, okay? That's what the this is what the magic war, there's this magic war that's happening, okay? Because of this is what it's about, okay? And so the thing is that, you know, this card, you know, it has lots of different ideas associated with it. Religious tradition. One of them is marriage. So people who are going around doing certain type of sex, okay, they are creating magical connections with each other, okay? And here we say, you know, this is the Hierophant, the high priest. You know, we have marriage, religious traditions. So this is why sex magic, you know, this is anal sex magic is evil. This is why it's very problematic. It's creating a very, it's a war, okay? There's a war happening. People need to behave themselves, okay? So that's the thing, okay? So the people who call themselves stars, they're deceivers, okay? They're doing many things. You know, they act out their fantasies. You know, they like to having lots of sex and sex dungeons and sleeping around and doing lots of witchcraft and shaking their, you know, for music videos and all, you know, and all the words they say and all the things they do, all the things they associate with. You know, their entire aim is to steal power from me and to stop me, to stop people finding me, okay? They want people to turn away from God, okay? They want people to go the other way, okay? They want people to go away from the church, okay? They want people to forget about me. The people who call themselves stars are people who want to be worshipped and they want my power, okay? Keep that in mind. Do I need that? Shall I leave it on? Shall I leave it there? End the video? Okay, look, I'll end the video there, okay? It's been a long video, so I'll leave it there. Hopefully, you know, I hope what I'm doing is helping you to understand what's going on, and, you know, like, what's happening is really serious, okay? It's not, I mean, that's the thing, you can look for yourself, look at the celebrities, look at the scandals and things that they're involved, you know, the things that they get involved with. Now, the thing is that most, well, I would say all the celebrities, okay, they get there for a reason, okay? The evil ones are put them where they are. They're used for specific reasons. Most of them are going to be Freemasons, and the fact is, you know, even if you could say that, you know, I mean, these people, they know things that they do not reveal to the public, okay? Do not trust them, okay? Put God first, put me first. Then, you know, things will get better. You know, as long as you're you know, don't elevate people who are, you know, they want to be stars. They want to be, you know, they're looking for power. You know, they want to be heard. They want to be shared all over the internet and everyone, you know, and that's the thing, right? All these videos, they get shared, right? And then you have all these people and all their devices, right? And they have their phones, they have their screens, and their screens emit lights, okay? There's a type of magic that's happening there as well, okay? So, you know, that's the thing, you know, God is, you know, that's the thing, right? God is in unapproachable light, okay? And that's the thing, you know, like, you're looking at me through a screen, You know, you can touch the screen, but you can't touch me. You understand? And that's the thing, you know, there's a magic thing that's happened. There's a magic thing that's, you know, I'm explaining to you. Okay, have a think about that one. So, yeah, I'll leave it there. Okay, just some things for you to think about. Okay, I'll catch you later.